morning, my friend. Check out that gorgeous sunrise greeting you on this beautiful morning. I tried to keep this morning's yoga practice to minimal cues so the time in quiet and stillness allows you the opportunity to move within and truly connect with your body to start the day. Feel all the pops and cracks, awakening and opening your body from the night's restorative slumber. I don't use any props, but you may find 2 yoga blocks helpful to meet your body where it's at, especially if you're practicing this as soon as you wake up. And before we dive in, I want to share a warm and loving welcome to our newest Awakened members. So welcome to Silu and Felice, our new Level 2 members, and to a wonderful Paula B, our new Level 3 member. Thank you so much to each of you for your support and love. If you have any questions, please reach out anytime. I am here to support you on your journey. With all of that shared, hop into something comfy, and Johnny and I will join you seated at the back of your mat. If you're not already, go ahead and join me seated at the back of your mat with your hips resting to your heels. And then I'll breathe in, circle your fingertips up to the sky on the inhale. Then exhalation, draw your elbows back, lifting your heart, waking up the space of your shoulders, of your chest. Let's do that once more. Breathe in, circle up. Exhalation, draw those elbows wide, lifting that heart. With your knees at hip distance, release your belly over your thighs, coming to a child's pose. Let's breathe in. On the exhalation, round forward as though you're coming into cat pose, but continue to round through and lower your hips, lift your heart, coming into a modified upward facing dog. Beautiful. Go ahead and slowly lower your upper body to the mat with control. We're going to come into locust pose, waking up our back side. So extend your arms back alongside you. And then on your inhale, peel your upper body off the mat, lifting your legs off the mat, holding it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Soften yourself forward, returning your palms underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Press yourself up into downward facing dog. Walk your dog out. Take generously bent knees, whatever's calling to you to wake up your body this morning. Let's bring your left toes to the center of the mat, and we'll inhale your right toes up to the sky. Bend your knees, stack your hips, waking up the space of your hips. Then on your exhale, step your foot through near your right thumb. Soften your back knee to the mat. feeling into the space of your hip flexors. Bring one hand to your thigh and then the other to rise. Go ahead and tuck your back toes. We'll breathe and circle your fingertips up. And on the exhale, draw your elbows wide side to side, slowly lowering them down. We'll bring your right hand to your hip, opposite arm circles up and over towards the right side space. Take your gaze under that arm, sinking those hips down into the pose. Breathe in, circle your fingertips back up. And on the exhale, lean your torso forward. And then we'll flip your palms up to the sky and breathe in as you circle back. Circling your fingertips back up to the sky. Beautiful, let's do that again. Exhalation, lean forward. Flip your palms, inhalation, sweep back and up. Last one on your own. Lower your left palm to the mat, coming into an easy twist. Then bend your back knee, drawing your heel towards your seat as the top arm reaches up and back to clasp that foot for our quad stretch. Release with control. Bring that top hand back to the mat, framing your front foot. We'll tuck your back toes, pressing up, and then ground down through your front heel to straighten that front leg and hinge forward over the front leg. Getting a nice calf stretch in that back leg, and getting into the top side of your foot, front foot, the ankle, your shin, and into the back side of that front leg. Keep those hips square. We'll bend into your back knee to step to the front of the mat, releasing into your forward fold. Spread those toes wide. Take a moment to rock front to back, grounding through all four corners of your feet. And settle into stillness at a place that balances through all four corners. Breathe and lift and lengthen halfway, nice long spine. Exhalation, soften forward. Let's bend into your knees, ground down through your soles of feet to slowly roll up. Breathe in, circle those fingertips up to the sky. Then on the exhalation, twist at your navel to the right, fanning your arms wide side to side. Fan them all the way down. And breathe in, circle them up as you return to center. Exhalation, take that twist over to the left side. Those hip points remain square to the front of the mat. Breathe in, circle them back up, returning to center. Exhalation, draw your elbows wide, lifting your heart, lifting your gaze, lengthening your tailbone towards the earth. And let's interlace your fingers behind your low back. Draw the interlaced fingers down and yearn them back, lifting your heart. Let's breathe in, and on the exhalation, hinge forward. Your interlaced fingers will circle up and overhead, falling towards the space in front of you. breathe in, lift halfway, softening your hands, releasing your fingertips towards the earth. Then we'll step back to downward facing dog. I'm going to take that sequence right over to the second side. So bring your right toes to the center of the mat. An inhalation to lift your left toes to the sky. Bend your knees, stack your hips. On the exhalation, draw your knee through and step your foot near your left thumb. Coming into our low lunge, so soften your back knee to the mat. Feeling your body settle into your low lunge. Feeling it open, creating space. Maybe feeling some pops and cracks. Then bring one hand to your thigh and then the other to rise. Let's tuck those back toes. We'll breathe in, circle your fingertips up. On your next exhalation, draw your elbows wide side to side, lifting your heart. Bring your left hand to your hip, right arm circles up and over towards the left side. Breathe in, circle your fingertips back up to center. And on the exhalation, we'll lean your torso forward. Flip your palms up, breathe in, open your arms wide, and circling them up. Exhalation, lean forward. Flip your palms, breathe in, draw them back, and circle them up. Last one on your own. Lower your right palm to the mat, opposite arm up to the sky for an easy twist. Bend into your back knee, drawing that heel towards your seat as the top arm circles up and back to clasp that foot. Slowly release with control, circling your top arm forward, hand frames your foot. Tuck your back toes and press up, and then press down through your front heel to straighten your front leg, hinging over that front leg. Draw your right hip forward as the left slides back. From here, let's slowly bend into both your knees and open your toes to the side of the mat. Coming into a wide leg forward fold. Now from here, take your 2-piece fingers around your big toes if that's accessible. If not, you can clasp onto your ankles, your shins, whatever's accessible in your body. And then let's breathe in, find length. And on the exhalation, leading with your heart, hinge forward. And once you can't hinge forward anymore without rounding your low back, go ahead and release your upper body. Release your big toes, bringing your fingertips to the center of the mat. Slowly bend into your right knee, and as you bend into your right knee, shift your weight over to that side and pop the opposite foot up so just heel to the mat. Lift your heart, sink those hips, and press down through your right sole of foot to lift your hips back up to center and take it over to the left side. Bending into that knee, opposite foot popping up, sinking your hips, lifting your heart. Ground down through your left foot to lift back up to center. We'll take it over to the right side once more. Ground down through your right foot to lift up, and then over to the left side. Lift your hips back up to center. Open your toes to the front of the mat. We'll step your front foot back, coming into downward facing dog. It's our final downward facing dog of this practice, so just enjoy it, my friend. Work out any more kinks that's calling to your body this morning. Soften your knees to the mats and flow through a few feel-good cat-cows. Again, working out any kinks you may still be feeling from your night's sleep, clearing out those cobwebs, opening that body for a beautiful, feel-good day ahead. With your knees at hip distance, fan your feet a little wider than hip distance so you can sit your hips back in between your heels, taking a moment in hero pose. You can stay lifted here or maybe recline yourself back, lowering to your forearms or lowering yourself all the way back to the mat. If you recline back, go ahead and lift your hips, lengthen your tailbone to the space between your knees, and then soften your hips back. Noticing if and how that changes the sensations of the stretch. We'll rise. Bring your fingertips to the mat to swing your feet off to one side, bringing them out in front of you. Extend your right leg out long, opposite sole of foot to your inner thigh. Hands frame your leg, breathe in, find length. And on the exhalation, lead forward with your heart as you hinge. Your foot is flexed, toes reaching back towards your body as that heel reaches forward. Next exhalation, allow your spine to round out. Tuck chin to chest and slowly roll up. Bring your left sole foot to the outside of your opposite thigh. Breathe and find length. And on the exhalation, wrap your right arm around your leg and move into the twist. Return to center. Extend your left leg out long. Right solar foot to your inner thigh. Hands frame that leg. Breathe in, find length. And on the exhalation, leading with your heart hinge forward. That foot is flexed, toes pointing up towards the sky. Heel is reaching forward. On your next exhalation, round your spine out. Tuck chin to chest and slowly roll yourself back up. Bring your right sole foot to the outside of the opposite thigh. Wrap your left hand around and exhale at your navel, moving into that twist. So the twist begins at your navel and travels up. Soften and extend your right leg out long. Breathe and reach those fingertips up to the sky. And on the exhalation, hinge forward again, leading with your heart center. And then allow your spine to round out. Slowly roll up, bring your fingertips behind you, pointing towards the space in front of you. Ground down through your palms and your heels and press and lift your hips up, coming into a reverse plank pose. If it feels safe, you can relax your head back. Just press and yearn those hip points up to the sky. And slowly lower with control. Slowly make your way into a comfortable cross-legged seated position, sitting up nice and tall. Taking a soft gaze forward or gently closing your eyes. And just drawing our attention inward. Feeling into your body. Taking a moment of stillness. Body, calming the mind before we step off the mat and into our day. Find peace and comfort in this moment. Thank yourself for taking this time to connect with your body first thing in the morning, to listen and honor what it needed as you flowed, to deepen your connection, setting that tone for your day ahead. Take a big breath in, circling your fingertips up to the sky, gathering love and light. Palms kiss, and bring all that love and light down to your heart center. Let's take a moment now to set an intention of one more thing you will do today that is an act of self-care for yourself. Breathe in to raise prayer to your third eye, setting an intention to stay present and mindful of our thoughts of ourselves and thoughts of others. Hands lower to prayer at your mouth, setting an intention to stay present and mindful as you nourish your body. Hands lower to prayer at your heart, setting an intention to stay present and mindful of your actions, acting in love and kindness. Sending love and light to you and all beings. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining, my beautiful friend. If you enjoyed this morning yoga practice, throw the video some love by giving it a thumbs up. And don't forget to share it with a friend. If you want more morning yoga, let us know in the comments. Have a beautiful rest of your day, my friend.